Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Football is officially here. It's tonight. We're watching football tonight in a Big City Wings. We're going to watch football tonight. It's so
Yes,
back.
I will be there. Yes, I just can't believe that we're here. I can't believe today is NFL kickoff.
I
I can't
know.
believe that.
Been waiting so long for this moment.
It kind of went by fast.
It did
Didn't
go
the
by a
offseason-
little fast.
Offseason went by fast.
Yeah.
It's the fastest goddamn offseason I've seen in a bit.
That's what excitement for both of our ball clubs does to us. We were having fun off seasons. We're signing people. We're drafting good guys. The anticipation's building, and now we're here.
Yes.
We're so back, boys. I'm just so happy.
Buddy.
Football.
Oh, buddy.
Football's on tonight. There's nothing better. I mean, Christmas morning was great as a kid, but, I don't know if it ever compared to week one of the NFL season. That first Sunday hitting, just the full slate, red zone's on the TV, your team's on the TV. Just, there's nothing better. There's nothing better in life.
Nope.
No, and also, I love NFL kickoff on NBC. It's just I love NBC broadcasts. I love how they make it they make it a huge deal. They make it there's reasons why it's on NBC. It is a freaking huge deal, dude. We're here. This is the Super Bowl, the reigning Super Bowl champion, defending. Start showing their banner off and shit.
Yep.
The only game, and then they pick Lamar to come in and compete. Come on, that's something special, right?
Just starting off with an absolute bang. We got two of the biggest freaks we've ever seen at quarterback going at it with two stacked rosters. New additions, Derrick Henry, first time seeing him in a Baltimore uniform. God, It's exciting. And we got Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth calling the game.
Oh, just the Chris Collinsworth slide into it.
They stopped doing the slide in. They stopped.
I know they need to bring it back. I just need the slide.
Bring it back.
I need the slide in my life.
What do you think? Do you think Al Michaels had like a clause or a detail in his contract when he left NBC and he was like, I copyright. He's like, I own the slide. He's like, I'm a part of the slide.
Doesn't
so you can't do the slide without me.
That doesn't belong to him.
He's like, it belonged to us, and if I'm not a part of it, it's not us. So you can't do the slide in.
Look, in any breakup, someone gets to keep the dog. All right, so Chris gets to keep the slide.
Apparently, Al said no. The slide's
wish.
his, and that's a non-negotiable.
Dude, Al's with Kirk Herbstreit's bitch ass. I don't care. I'm talking Mike and Chris.
Dude, do you know how often the single mothers get rewarded in the courts during the divorce? Yeah, dude. Chris got left with nothing.
No. Al's been there for decades longer. I don't know. I think that's all it is. He's the big dog in the relationship.
But Chris is loyal. Chris is remaining loyal. He's not selling out. He's not he's not bag chasing. No. He's like, no, I'm in this. I'm in this. But you know what? He was like, I'll give up the slide. He's been very honorable.
Yes.
He's like, I'll give up the slide.
I wish it was still there. I miss the slide. But boys,
Me too.
This is Play Action Takes, Apollo Media's NFL podcast brought to you by Big City Wings. If you're not watching big football tonight at Big City Wings in the Houston area, 13 locations. They're all over Houston. So if you're in Houston, there's a big city near you, within your radius of 5-10 miles, maybe less. Big City Wings is near you. Go check out a Big City Wings and watch some damn football there. Watch it.
Yes. It's the best place to watch football. Go. Just go.
Great wings, great people. Just great football all over the place. Big City Wings. There's TVs everywhere. So go check them out. Big City Wings. Thank you for sponsoring this episode. This is the Week 1 preview. Play Action Takes. NFL Week 1. Kicking it off Thursday night football. Ravens at Chiefs. The Chiefs are favored by 3 points according to the ESPN app. I don't know what book you choose to use if you're not in Texas, obviously, or if you're doing it under the table. I don't care. I'm not judging you. I would love to do that. One day, maybe Texas will have that. But ESPN, this is where I'm pulling the numbers from. Chiefs are favored by 3 points. Rightfully so, maybe? I don't know. I can't tell. They're at home. They should win. They didn't win last year. Defending Super Bowl champions, Week 1, Thursday Night Football. They lost to the Lions, so it's possible. They used to just win it every year. I think the Patriots lost one year. Was that 2018 after the Falcons Super Bowl? I think they lost that Week 1 to the Chiefs. I think Patrick Mahomes was the guy. The 2018 kickoff season.
2018 kickoff.
Yeah, I think Patrick Mahomes went in there and beat Tom Brady Week 1, and I think that's the first one that it's happened. And we're like, oh, maybe you can beat the teams. And then the Chiefs lose last season. You can beat the Super Bowl champion Week 1. Banner unveiling, another Super Bowl 3 for Patrick Mahomes in the GOAT conversation already. Ravens at Chiefs, Week 1. What a way to kick off the season, boys.
Yeah,
Yeah, banger
incredible.
right off the rip. Right off the rip, it's a banger. So I mean, like Noah said, two of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, two of the most like physically gifted quarterbacks we've ever seen. Uh, there was a lot of chatter with the Texans being the first team like
Yes.
to play the Chiefs. I didn't like that. I was like, no, man. I know that'd be a great game. I know because me and Noah, obviously big Texans fans. We're going to do well this year. But get the rematch in there, the AFC Championship rematch. You know,
Yeah.
I want to see a different. You know, they got Derrick Henry, they got Xavier Worthy. Both teams look different now, and I want to see the rematch.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see the banger. Yeah,
Yeah. No, it's going to be exciting to see all the new pieces and how they fit into these offenses we already know so well, right? Like you mentioned Xavier Worthy, you mentioned Derrick Henry. It's just going to be really exciting. These teams have made some moves this offseason that are theoretically going to improve their team, and I think more pressure is on the Ravens right now to really show like what they've got because I mean everyone in the AFC, but especially the Ravens and the Bills have kind of been Mahomes' little brother. And so it's time for the Ravens to be like, no, this is our year. We've made some upgrades, and we're going to show everybody. That's why this game's like a must-win almost for the Ravens. It's like come out and show what you got because I think
this is their
Lamar
Super
is
Bowl.
like 1-4 against Mahomes or something. Like he cannot get it done. Maybe 1-3, but like so he's just got to figure it out. He's got to come out and show everyone that this Ravens team isn't messing around this year.
Yeah, no, this is their Super Bowl, and
Yeah.
I've been critical of Lamar not as a player but as like a winner in the playoffs. Doesn't win in the playoffs a lot. Does it gets to the playoffs and just doesn't look like the same quarterback. So if they go in there in the Kansas City week one, I know it's not the postseason. Kansas City knows it's not the playoffs. They're like they can win. They can afford to lose week one. They always come back and get the win a Super Bowl. So if Baltimore is able to do it, it's going to be a tone setter for their season. So I think this is their Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking most forward to seeing what the Ravens defense looks like. We talked about it in the season long preview yesterday. Go check it out on Apollo HOU's YouTube. Hit that subscribe button while you're at it. Plenty of season long content for the NFL, the Texans. We also have Astros content, basketball content, the Rockets. We got it all. We got it all at Apollo HOU. Hit that subscribe button for more. But we talked about it. What is their defense going to look like? They lose Mike McDonald to the Seattle Seahawks. They lose Anthony Weaver, their number 2 defensive guy, to the Miami Dolphins. So who's going to be calling the plays? What does the system look like? Did they keep it cohesive or did they change it up? How are they going to be able to compete with the Chiefs? Just fast wide receivers everywhere now. They have fast wide receivers. There's just a bunch of John Rosses running around. I don't believe in a lot of them, but they're really fast. And if Mahomes is throwing you the ball, then you got a good chance. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I always believe in the Chiefs. I think they're gonna do it this year. I think they're gonna win Week 1, defending Super Bowl champs at home. I think they're pissed off about how the Lions game went last year. Obviously, Kadarius Toney is no longer on the team, so he can't drop passes in critical downs for you in Week 1 of the season. But I'm gonna take the Chiefs and the points. I think they get it by a touchdown.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you on that one. I think the Chiefs are gonna take it. I think this will be a great game. I think Lamar will play well. I think the Ravens will play well. I think the Chiefs Mahomes makes just enough plays to win by a touchdown or maybe 10 points. So I will also take the Chiefs and the line.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take the Chiefs too, but I'll be pleasantly surprised if the Ravens win, just because that'll be exciting to see. And I think I have high expectations for the Ravens. They obviously beat the Texans in the AFC Championship last year, so there's a little bad blood there. But I would just like to see a hot start to the season to be like, all right, hey, everyone's trying to take down the Chiefs, and that would be a hot start.
Everyone's chasing the Chiefs.
They are.
We're chasing the Chiefs. Yeah.
Target on their head.
Chasing Mahomes.
Target on their head. But, boys, typically we get the teaser, the Thursday night teaser, the Week 1 Thursday night game where everybody's eyeballs are on you. And then we got to wait Friday, all day Saturday. And then you get Sunday. Then you get Red Zone popping. Then you get the boys going, your fantasy teams rolling. Like the juices are really flowing on Sunday. But you got that 2-day lull. Not this season. Not this season, boys.
Not this season. Not this
Not
season.
so fast.
Not up in
Not
here.
so fast, my
Not
friend.
up in here.
I love college football. I do. I love it. Saturday was awesome this past week. I can't wait for this Saturday. I'm very excited. But the NFL season is where my heart and soul lies. It's where my team is. That's where I'm going to live and die. And boys, we get Friday night football. We get Friday night football. The NFL said they'll never touch a Friday night game in the United States because of high school football. That was their reasoning back in the 50s or 60s. They said they'll never play on Fridays because high school football is a sacred tradition in the American culture. We will not touch that on television. However, they're not playing in the U.S., boys. They're playing in Brazil. Playing all the way down there in Brazil.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of chatter about it. There's been a whole lot of talks about it, which, I mean, we don't have to get into it too much, but there's talks.
Yeah.
It's chatter. Interesting, for sure.
Darius Slay is not happy about it.
That is interesting to say the least. The decision to play in was it Sao Paulo?
Yeah,
probably.
Brazil. Brazil. But yeah, no, Darius Slay was pretty open about his thoughts about, not wanting to go. He's genuinely mentioned that he's worried about his safety, and his family is not allowed to come, and he's just kind of really been on. And so it is an interesting conversation to have. And also, not to mention, there's a bunch of wildfires happening in that region right now that almost made them have to move the game. So I don't know. I mean, it's cool. Like, obviously, like, the international games are interesting and do well for the football brand, the NFL's brand as a whole throughout the world. But it sometimes it's just an interesting choice, especially to do that to the players on week one, nonetheless.
Especially with that the extended chatter about, hey, green maybe shouldn't be worn that much there because it can incite violence. I don't think it's really gang related. I think it's more like because their football team, their soccer team, it's like it's green and I don't know, rivalries and all that.
Yeah.
They're sports. They couldn't have picked two greener teams to play in this game. The Eagles are even opting with a uniform combination that they have never worn. They've never worn black pants, white tops, with the black helmet. I don't even know what the Packers are going to do. I don't know what they're going to do.
I have no idea. Yeah, they couldn't have picked greener teams to send to Brazil when you shouldn't wear green, apparently.
It's just crazy. I mean, I get, like you said, trying to globalize the NFL, trying to play in UK, play in Munich, Germany. We used to play in Canada a little bit. Brazil is it's interesting going there. I'm just gonna wait and see. Maybe it'll go well. I know for a fact, like, the Mexico City game stopped for a bit because Brock Osweiler got a green fucking laser pointer shined in his face.
Yeah,
that's
good.
So
love to see that.
Yeah, no, see, like, it's shit like that, and it's just like, listen, I would, if the NFL said we're not playing in any more countries outside of the U.S. anymore forever, I wouldn't bat an eye. I wouldn't bat an eye at all.
Yeah,
because other places, there are a lot of people outside of the United States that do take the NFL seriously. They love their NFL fans. There's a bunch of Jaguars fans in London. That's awesome. But there's also a lot of them that don't fucking care. They will point laser pointers at Brock Osweiler's face. We don't do that here. We take the game seriously. That's not their game.
We send death threats on Twitter and don't follow through. So welcome to our country.
Exactly. But yeah, no, I mean, that we'll see how it goes. I'm sure the game will be fine. I'm sure everything will be great. Everything will be safe. Everyone will be safe. But it's just an interesting decision to go there.
Yeah.
So interesting.
The Eagles are favored by 3 points. It seems like a big line for a international game. I don't know. And just two teams that are pretty good in the NFC. Going to be vouching for hopefully their divisions and hopefully top 1 or 2 seeds. Like, they're very hopeful teams and fan bases. I'm going to take the Packers money line. Just give me the Packers. They're going to win the game. I'm high on the Packers this year. Y'all know it. We talked about it in the season preview. Check it out on Apollo HOU's YouTube. Go back. Watch that one. But I'm going to take the Packers this week.
I mean, I don't hate it. I think it will be a closer game. Noah, who you got?
I got the Packers too. I do. I think I don't know. I think it'll be a great game. I think it's gonna be close, but I think the Packers are just more. I think they're just gonna be ready to come out. I think they're gonna be. I don't know. I really don't know why. I just don't feel like I feel like the Eagles are going to take a few games into the season to just kind of get their feet down. And I think the Packers are ready to go. I think they hear the hype around them a lot, and I think they're just ready to. I think they're chomping at the bit to get out there, and I don't feel like the Eagles are on the same page.
I'll take the Eagles money line. I think what's the line?
-3 in favor of the Eagles.
-3? I'll take the Packers covering.
Okay.
That. I think it'll be a
2-point
close
game.
game. Yeah, I think it'll be a close game. The Packers are right there. They're right there. But we are talking about one of the best rosters in the NFL in the Philadelphia Eagles. The new look and coaching wise, Philadelphia Eagles. I just like them better in this situation. I like Jalen Hurts. I think he's going to have a really good year. Give me the Eagles. Packers covering though.
That's talking Brazil. Moving over to Sunday, the big slate. We're going to cover an afternoon game here. Did you hear the news, though, boys? Afternoon games? There's no more 2-game slots for the Red Zone channel. We're going at least 3 in the afternoon every week this season because of Red Zone. People were clamoring for more games in the afternoon slot when they're just packing in 7 games in the noon slot. It's too much action going on, especially when our teams typically play in the noon slot. It's a little chaotic when you're trying to keep up with everything, but also pay attention mainly to your team. I love that. Spread them out. Spread the love. Cowboys at Browns. Browns are favored by 2.5 in Cleveland, opening week of the season. Is Nasty Man playing? I don't know if he's hurt. I haven't heard anything. I've heard that he is hurt, and then they haven't said if he's playing. Obviously, injury reports come out today, later this afternoon, I think in another hour or two. But so we don't really know what's up with Nasty Man in Cleveland. But Browns are favored by 2.5 at home.
Yeah. I don't know. I think he's playing. I haven't heard anything about his injury, and also people are talking about, oh, this is Nasty Man's like first good test of the season. Will he have a bounce back? So I don't know. Well, I guess you're right. We'll see. Day of recording September 4th, Wednesday. We don't have the injury report yet, so we'll see. But regardless, I'm taking the boys. I'm taking Cowboys money line. I'm taking Cowboys to cover. I think the Browns last year were an anomaly. I think it was an outlier of a season. Great roster, but Joe Flacco came in and had a miracle run. So they don't have Joe Flacco anymore. They have Nasty Man. He is not Joe Flacco. Cowboys money line. Cowboys to cover.
Yeah, I mean the Browns haven't won in Week 1 in a long time. It doesn't happen for them. They don't. I think their best start to a season was when they tied in Week 1 in 2014. I think that's the best they've done. They don't win Week 1. There's no reason for me to think they're going to choose this year to win Week 1, especially against a team like the Cowboys, who are very solid. Mike McCarthy is, say what you want, but he wins some fucking games. So yeah, no, I have no reason. The fact that the Browns are favored at all, I get they're at home or whatnot, but I think the Cowboys low key run away with this one.
Wow, yeah,
I can see it.
I could see it. I mean, the Browns defense is good. I'll give them that.
Yeah,
Deshaun Watson had a great game against the Ravens last season, like middle of the season, but he ended up breaking his like shoulder, like clavicle. I don't know what it was. His shoulder blade, I think, is something got cracked. Yeah. And he gutted that game out, and they ended up winning it. And like it was a great game, and everyone's like, "Hey, Deshaun Watson." And then he just was gone the rest of the season. I just don't trust the Browns' offense. They tried trading Amari Cooper in a second and a third for Brandon Ayuk, and they were like, "Yeah, we're good. We're all right." Hard pass. The 49ers said, "No, we're good." So now Amari Cooper knows that he was trying to get traded. He didn't. I don't know if he asked for that or not, but like now he's got that in the back of his head. Yeah. Nick Chubb's on the pup. I don't think they have enough weapons right now. I think the Cowboys' offense is going to be good. Their defense may regress a little bit, but I still think their offense is good enough to win this game and probably win it easily. But we'll see. It's Week 1. You could have blowouts. You could have overtime games. We'll see. No one really knows yet. That's the beauty of Week 1 of the NFL season.
Dude, when Amari Cooper found that out, he was probably like,
damn,
fuck, why didn't y'all make that trade happen? Yeah. He's like, I want to be insane for him right now.
It'd be way better for him. But I'll take the Cowboys. That's an easy pick for me. And then final game we'll talk about this week, Rams at Lions, Sunday Night Football. The Lions are favored by 3.5 points at home. It's a playoff rematch. It was the wild card round, I believe, last season, and it was a hell of a match. It's the Matt Stafford versus Jared Goff Bowl. It is all the storylines, all the things. Carrie Underwood. It's just going to be great. Sunday Night Football. It will be back this week.
Carrie Underwood will be there. She will be there. I've heard. I've gotten reports. Okay. Carrie Underwood will be in the
Great.
building.
You got your sources? Oh, you got Carrie Underwood sources?
I follow her.
You follow her around?
No.
Oh,
never.
Okay.
Never would do that. Never would make another woman uncomfortable. But
right.
I do follow the subreddit, and apparently she'll be there.
That's worse, dude. That's worse than following her around if you're on the Carrie Underwood subreddit.
Probably. Okay, she has a song ready to go. So that's all I got.
That's all right. Good. I figured. Yeah, that's usually what she does by this time of year. But anyway, this is going to be an incredible. I mean, this is probably in my opinion, the best game on the slate this week. I mean, this is
really.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
I'm right there with
Chiefs
you, buddy.
and Ravens is close, but this Rams team, obviously the storylines with Jared Goff and Stafford and that history, right? And also, these are just two of the NFC's powerhouses. I mean, these are two of the probably, in my opinion, possibly the top 5 teams in the league. And so, in similar with the Chiefs and the Ravens, but I think this is going to be an incredible game. And I don't know who to pick. I really don't know. I think I'll go Lions just because I think they have more momentum, but the Rams are good, man.
Rams are good. I mean, what's the line?
3.5 in favor of the Lions.
A lot of close lines this week, huh? It's I'll pick the Lions money line and the cover as well. Last episode, our preview, I was saying the Lions have a great chance to get that 1 seed, 14 games in a dome. Jared Goff loves playing in a dome. It's very fun. It's very fucking thing to do. To play in a dome. Home opener with all that. I mean, it sucks that we got this last year in the playoffs because this being like Matthew Stafford's first time back, Sunday Night Football, coming off of like 2 out of the 3 seasons as in LA, they're good. He's come back to Detroit. It kind of took the wind out of the sails having it a playoff matchup last year. But nonetheless, it's still a lot. It's still electric. Still very electric. It's gonna be a great game, but I'm taking the Lions money line into cover.
I'll mention this one more time. Listen to the season-long preview that came out yesterday on Apollo HOU's YouTube. If you listen to that all the way through, you know how high I am on these Los Angeles Rams. I believe in Sean McVay. Mm-hmm. I believe in Matt Stafford. I believe in Puka, Cooper Kupp, Kyron Williams, Blake Corum. I believe in all of them. Give me the Rams money line. They're going to win this game outright in front of Sunday Night Football crowd, Carrie Underwood and all, and the subreddit. Give me the Rams.
Carrie's going to be like,
and Matt Stafford's family is not.
You're being really, really weird towards Carrie Underwood.
It's a little strange.
And I just need you to slow it down.
It's a little strange.
Sorry, I can predict what faces she would make during a shocking upset. Kind of like I would do the same thing.
Yeah, Matt Stafford's wife has also come out and said they're not attending the game in Detroit, so Detroit fans can't get after them. So probably a good choice. Detroit fans have a lot of pent-up aggression and anger over the last 70 years of football. Like it's been since the
which is crazy
50s.
Which is crazy to take it out on Stafford and his family.
He did what he could. He did what he was. Yeah. He did his best. He tried his hardest. He didn't have any help. I mean, just no help at all whatsoever for how many ever years that he was there. Like he threw.
Yeah, Calvin Johnson.
He threw that.
I guess,
that was one guy. There's 22 on the field. Yeah. Like you got to have 22 guys, and he didn't have 22. He had one, and he did his best. And the clip that comes out every year of Matt Stafford when he gets his I think his shoulder dislocates, and then he just gets back up, and then he throws the game-winning touchdown right after that.
Yeah,
he gave you everything, Detroit. So there's no need to boo him. He left under good terms, obviously. Like you get Jared Goff and some draft picks. Like you got a good return. You got your quarterback. You got your guy now. Let Matt Stafford live. He gave you his best years, and he just happened to win a Super Bowl immediately after leaving. It's not your fault. Well, it is your fault.
It does sting. I get how much that probably stings, but it's not. Yeah, it's not his fault.
Not his fault.
Hope you're hearing this D town because we're Matthew Stafford truthers on this fucking
It's true.
podcast. We
Dude,
love like
Yeah, and also that
Public
city
fandom.
sucks ass anyway. Sorry,
It's
but that
cold.
city's not
Yeah,
cool.
no, I'm good.
Yeah,
I heard there was actually a lot of wonderful things about it, but we can move
Yeah.
on.
who the fuck has told you that? No one.
Sure. They call it the Miami of the
People from
North.
Detroit.
A lot of great people. Um,
Yeah.
Prize Picks, pick of the week. When you go to Prize Picks is the daily fantasy app. If you're unfamiliar, Prize Picks is a wonderful partner of us at Apollo Media. Hit that Prize Picks button in your app store or online. Just head to prizepicks.com. It's a great place. It's a daily fantasy app where you hit more or less on every total, every game, every player, all the time, especially during the NFL season. There's tons of picks right now. We're going to do a pick of the week to end every episode, previewing the week's games. And I'll start it off. And boys, we're going to keep a tally. We're going to do the same rules that we've done with our Iron Chefs that we do with the Apollo boys over the last few months. We're going to do the same rules. So demons count as 2. And I don't really want to do goblins. If you're not familiar, just download the app. Use code Apollo when you sign up. Get up to $100 match on your first deposit. So if you put in $100, Prize Picks will just give you another $100 to play with. You can win a lot of money with that. $200 just ready to go.
It's like free
It's
money.
free money. So just go play Prize Picks. I'm going to take Jalen Waddle more than 0.5 rushing or receiving touchdown. It's a demon, counts for 2 points. Jalen Waddle is going to score a touchdown week 1 against the Jaguars. Give it to me.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, no, great line. That's a great line, great pick. I'll go next. By the way, the Buffalo Bills are on upset watch. They are on upset watch.
I love it. I took their money line. I'm not gonna lie. I love the Cardinals.
I like taking the Cardinals money line.
I do too.
But I'm going to take Kyler Murray. His passing yards line is 230 and a half.
Ooh.
I'm taking the more than.
Love
more
that.
than.
That's a little steep. That's a little steep for Kyler.
No,
I don't think it is at all. I think he's got great.
Damar Hamlin starting safety.
Yeah, I think it's looking good. Maybe not looking good for the Cardinals, but for at least for their offense.
Yeah,
I like their offense a whole lot. So give me, like I said, more than passing yards, 230 and a half, Kyler Murray against the Buffalo Bills, week 1.
Yeah.
Seal the deal, baby. Seal the deal.
Yeah. I'm wrestling between 2. I'm wrestling between taking more. This is my fun pick. I want to take more than 0.5 touchdowns, receiving touchdowns from Marvin Harrison Jr. That's what I want to take. Now, I'm just a little skeptical about that because you never know. So I think my official pick is going to be more than I think Lamar's line is 221 passing yards.
Okay.
I think I'm going to take more than that for tomorrow or for tonight. So that's going to be my official pick, but I want everyone to know that I think Marvin Harrison's catching a touchdown in week 1.
Okay.
Just saying.
That's fine. Yeah, no, good for you. I mean, it's not going to count towards the record, but
but I just want that to be out in the universe, so people when he catches one, everyone's going to go, "Oh, Noah said this."
Well, I hope he does because he's in both my leagues. So
yeah,
that's fair. Yep. And with Prize Picks, you have to hit 2 picks in order to win money. You can't just put 1 pick in there. You got to hit 2 or more, 2 to 6. You can put 6 people in there and was it 10x your money? It's a lot of money. You just go in and make a lot of money if you get all the right picks. So if you did those 2, if you just combined all 3 of these picks, put in $5, win you 25. If they all hit, they all got to hit. That's the thing. So go check out Prize Picks. You can go on prizepicks.com, download the app in your app store, plug in a code Apollo, get up to $100 match on your first deposit. Shout out to Prize Picks for sponsoring this episode. Shout out to Big City Wings for sponsoring this episode. Boys, football's back.
Football is so back, and we are back as a society.
We are so back.
Boys, it feels good to get on here and talk ball with y'all. I mean, it just feels so right, and it just reminds me of just last season was so much fun with doing the pod, and I just can't believe year 2 is already here.
I don't go to therapy. This is my therapy.
Right. That's not healthy, but it's okay.
I think it's fine.
Yeah. Football will make or break your feelings on Sundays, and that's just how it is. That's how we live our life. We're not telling you to live your life like that, but that's how we do it.
You
That's
should
how I roll, baby.
absolutely live your life just like we live our life.
It's the
I
most
think
fulfilling and
absolutely.
most
How I
defeating
roll.
thing that you could ever do, and it's tremendous.
Yeah.
It's a wild roller coaster,
Yeah.
and it's this thing that we call football. It's a little pigskin.
Yeah.
We just love it.
The old pigskin, baby. Yeah.
Just
I love the word pigskin too. It's just fun. Yeah.
It sounds like we're talking about something worse than
yeah,
football.
100%.
Yeah,
Yep.
but it's
It is.
completely innocent. It's just ball.
We're just
Yeah,
watching
man.
ball, boys, and we're just watching it, and
Yeah.
we're gonna be
It's the
watching
game
it
of inches, baby.
all weekend long.
Yeah.
Hey,
Great.
hey, how's about we go do that?
Yeah,
Hey,
How's about we go watch some
let's
ball?
go watch some football,
I'm
boys.
about to go get
Close
cozy
this
on the
out.
couch and watch the best quarterback I've ever seen play.
Yeah,
Close this out.
yeah,
baby.
no, 100%. Yeah, there's been Play Action Takes, Paul Media's NFL podcast, brought to you by Big City Wings and Prize Picks. Shout out to y'all for sponsoring this episode. Shout out to you for watching or listening wherever you listen or watch podcasts. Go to YouTube for us, Apollo HOU. Preferably hit that subscribe button. Let's go watch some football, boys.
Let's go do it. I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
Let's do it.
I'm ready to go watch football.
Fast Twitch.
Watch football. Watch football.
Later.
See ya.